Okay, done. We are set. Right. Hi guys. Hi. Good morning, good afternoon, good noon. Oh, people are just flowing in. So good. So good. I don't want you to miss the first 10 minutes, like 10 to 12 minutes. I don't want you to miss because it's a really powerful thing that I have crafted. I've been working on this since last night. I've been working on this, guys. So you can't miss this. Good morning, good afternoon, good noon. Everyone joining in. So good. If you are new to this live, I'll just tell you shortly who I am. I happen to be Dr. Gaurav Deka, and I'm a money and business coach. I have made over 30 crores in sales in my business in the last 10 years, and I help life coaches make a lot of money. That's what I do. Okay. So I want to quickly jump into the activation, the exercise that I'm going to do. So understand this. This is a more basic level exercise. Okay. This is a more basic level exercise. And there's another one, a way more powerful one that I will be talking about towards the end of this live. So you must stay towards the end of this live. And trust me that today, if you leave everything else and just stay in the energy of this life, I can promise you, you will walk out the person that you always wanted to be. You will walk out the person that you always wanted to be. If you just give yourself the 60 minutes of this live and just stay live, right? Okay. Cool. So here you go. Let me go ahead first of all with the activation, and I want to see if everyone else is able to hear my voice. Are you able to see me? Am I clear? Are you able to hear me? If you're able to hear me, just let me know. Like, yes, I'm able to hear you. I'm just pulling up the exercise that I just made for you. Yeah, thank you, Riddhi, for letting me know that you are. Thank you, Risham. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, now let's just come together. Let's just come together to go through this activation, okay? It will help you to close your eyes. And if you don't close your eyes, that is also okay, but you must pay attention and you must just focus, okay? Let me pull my chair closer. You must just focus and pay attention. And if you are in a place where you can just close your eyes while listening to my voice, you can just close your eyes. Okay, I'm just going to give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I want you to know that this is not just a meditation. This is an identity rupture. It is an invocation. It is an energetic departure. Okay. So when you close your eyes or you just allow them to go soft, feel the weight of the day loosen at your shoulders. Just loosen your shoulders. And now I invite you to feel the self that you have been carrying so far. This is the self that built this current version of the reality all around you. This is the self that created the money or the lack of it, created the number of followers that you have, or the brain fog that you experience, the clients or no clients, just the silence. This is the current self who tried, who pushed, who doubted, who whispered prayers into deadlines. I want you to feel that version of you, feel her or feel him, and say your name inside yourself. And then, today, in this moment, this is the self, this is the version of you whose contract expires. Let that land in your body. This is the self whose contract expires today. Because this version of you has made some vows across time and space. Vows like, I'll keep my prices low so that people stay. Vows like, I'll stay small so that I'm safe. Or, I won't ask too much because I'm already lucky to be here. Or, I'm worthless. People don't want to pay attention. People don't value me. People don't want to buy from me. These are vows that I have made with myself. I want you to experience and feel all these contracts that you have made with your current self. Close your eyes and go deep into the contracts you have made with yourself, with this reality, with this timeline, with money, with past, with pain, with people who never really saw you. And keeping your eyes closed, I want you to say this out loud today. I eliminate these contracts. I revoke these contracts. I revoke these contracts. I revoke these contracts that I've made with myself, made with my current reality, with my current version, with people around me, with this timeline. I revoke these contracts. Trust me, you don't owe this version of you another hour of loyalty. Just revoke the contracts. Some of these contracts are not by you. These are not yours. They are inherited. You have inherited contracts carried by women or men who were punished for being too loud. You are carrying contracts inside your body, inside your DNA, by men who were shamed for resting. You have contracts inside your DNA, inside your gene, by ancestors who worked without any wealth, any money. And I want you to imagine a thread now, a thread stretching back through your spine, a thread stretching back through your spine, into your lineage, into your ancestry, into their fear, their poverty, their vows, their shame, their guilt, their grief. And now, keeping your eyes closed, as you feel that thread running from behind you to them, say loudly, I have honored your pain. I have honored your pain, but I no longer carry your scarcity. I thank you for surviving, but I'm here to thrive. I'm here to thrive. And then say, I cut the contract with ancestral scarcity, with karmic fatigue, with survival self-programming. I'm going to repeat that again. I cut the contract with ancestral scarcity, with karmic fatigue, with survival self-programming. And now imagine a golden blade, fully imagining a golden blade and cutting that cord fully, gently, clearly, cleanly, gently, clearly, cleanly. And now in this wide open space you have created, imagine and feel a new version of you beginning to rise. Imagine a new version of you beginning to rise. This new version of you doesn't hustle for attention. She doesn't audition to be trusted. He or she simply walks into a room and people feel something shift. Feel yourself walking into a room and around you people are feeling the shift. They can sense your energy. This version of you doesn't need to convince. feel that your energy is saying everything. Feel from here. People are drawn to you. They simply lean in. They compliment you. But more than that, people buy from you. They quote your words. They change their life after being in your presence. Your magnetism is so subtle. Not loud, not forceful. It is the authority of softness. Feel the power of being rooted in your worth. And imagine you're standing in a vast open field. Imagine you're standing in a vast open field. And one by one, people are beginning to walk towards you. They are not rushing. They are just drawn like a magnet. Some of them are smiling, some are crying, but all of them are coming with a shared truth. And they are saying to you in your ears, I trust you. I want to be near to you. I want to be in your energy. Take my money, please. Take me deeper. And you don't flinch, you don't shrink, you just receive. As you feel this happening to you, say it out loud. I allow my energy to be a signal of transformation. I allow my energy to be a signal of transformation. I am a woman or man of value. I am a woman or a man of value. And the world wants it. And now take a deep breath. Not as the old version of you, but as this new version who is so highly magnetic that people are drawn. The woman who, or the man who walks into the room and people light up, they melt. The coach who just posts one thing and people feel it, people feel the vibration. You are now the person who no longer needs to explain your worth. Say it out loud with me. Say it out loud. I no longer try to be magnetic because I am. I no longer try to be magnetic because I am. I no longer try to be magnetic because I am magnetic. And feel it deep in your bones, deep in your DNA, deep in your heart, deep in your sacral, deep in your root. And slowly and steadily, you may take your own time to open your eyes and return to this room and feel this new version of you, first of all. And tell me, how does that feel? Tell me in the comments below, how does it feel to having done this shift? You are no longer the old version. Trust me. You've stepped into a completely different vibration. It's a different frequency altogether. You will feel the shift happening with you. Great. I am glad. You know, when this live gets over, you can always come back to this portion and you can do this again and again and again. The recording is going to be there, right? Amazing. Amazing. Wow. Love it. Love it. Very good. I'm a woman of value. Yes, 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 yes. I'm a woman of value. Yes. Feels powerful, powerful. I am Mohini. Wow. Great. Great, great. Very powerful, yeah. And trust me, you want to stay for the rest of the life because you have no idea what's coming in. Wow, great. Perfect. Okay. After this really activating experience, I want to share something from my life. And what I want to share from my life is, I would say, quite painful, but it is also deeply familiar. And I want to start with this because I know that each one of you have gone through such painful experiences in your life in some or the other capacity. And at the same point of time, you have tried your level best to be powerful, to be magnetic, right? And you are inherently, it's just that sometimes all of us are inherently magnetic, by the way. It's just that we are so clouded by certain things that we lose our remembering of that magnetism. We lose our own remembering. Okay, I'm just going to bring my camera closer. Right, that's the reason why we probably lose touch with our own magnetism. And I want to tell you the story where back in 2009, when I was going through the deepest throes of my depression, I found solace in two things, you know. And the first thing that I found solace in was going to this place where there was a multiplex in Guwahati, and I would go outside the multiplex and I would sell tarot for 100 rupees. Like every person who is coming out of the multiplex, of the cinema hall, I would tell them that, you know, I do tarot readings and it's just going to cost you 100 rupees. And I used to sell tarot for 100 rupees, imagine. And I used to find a lot of solace there, because that is the only thing that brought me some amount of joy. The second thing that I found solace in was I was deeply wanting to be with someone who I could love. Yes, thank you, Jim Lee. That place was called Dona Plaza. I was deeply aspiring to be with someone who I could love and who could love me. And already my self-confidence was so low because of the depression, because of the pain that I was going through, because of my sexuality. What happened is I was desperately seeking someone so that I can have some kind of love, some kind of, you know, joy inside of me. And then what happened is, back in those days, we used to have this new website that had come. It was a new, we didn't have those dating applications back then. We had a new website that had come, and the name of the website was called Planet Romeo. Okay. And the job of Planet Romeo was to help queer men, gay men meet each other, right? We could connect. And then I started talking to someone on Planet Romeo, and this person turned out to be someone from Calcutta. And I was in Guwahati at that point of time. And we talked and talked and talked. And back in those days, I used to write a lot of poetry. So I used to write poetry to this person, and he would write back to me. And even in the midst of that painful depression that I was going through, I just felt so lighted up. I felt so alive to be talking to someone, to be able to date someone, even if that was happening digitally. It was miraculous. So what happened next is, like he said that, oh, he was way elder to me, by the way, like by around 11 to 12 years. And he said that, why don't you just come down to Calcutta? Now, the thing is that I, at that point of time, had never traveled by a flight by myself alone. I had gone with my parents, but not alone by myself. But then I told my mom about it, and she was so kind. My mother was so kind. She said that, okay, if this is what brings meaning to you, if this is someone whom you really trust, go. Fly to Calcutta. We will get your tickets done. Just do that. And I flew to Calcutta. And I still remember the moment when I got down the flight and I was shaking and trembling, and I collected my luggage, and there he was standing in front of me. And I saw him, and he was so exceptionally beautiful. It still brings tears in my eyes right now as I speak to you, because I don't think that in those, 6 years of going through depression, that was one single moment where I felt, oh my God, like this is what joy feels like. So, and I'm not going to apologize for, having tears, because this is a part of who I became later. So, so what happened is we met, and I found myself so deeply in love and so joyful and so alive and so much full of life. And everything from the joy of love, from the romance, from the sexual intimacy, everything was so good. 5 days later, I came back to Guwahati, bidding him goodbye, and the entire flight, I just could not hold back my tears, and I came back home. But when I came back home, you know what happened? I felt a new sense of inspiration. I did not like to study medicine. I did not want to continue studying medicine. But then I thought that, no, now I have to. I have to study. I have to pass my examination. I want to do it as soon as possible, because post-graduation, I can just go and do something like an MBA and go and stay with him in Calcutta. And that's the only aim now, because I'll do it for love, right? So I felt highly motivated, and I really want to study, and I wanted to pass my examinations. And there's a new surge of dopamine and serotonin and adrenaline that came inside of me that really fueled me to study, to finish my examinations. And 2 weeks later, while we were talking, him and he told me over phone that he no longer can continue being with me. That it's just unrealistic to be with me, something in those lines. Basically, the thing is that we can't be together anymore. Like, I don't want to be with you, that sort of thing. My own concept of myself, my idea of myself, what I believed about myself was so deeply ruptured in that moment. Also because I was young, I was a teenager, right? I just felt, you know what I felt like? I felt like an insect who was thrown away from a glass of milk. That's what I felt like. I felt that, I was something disposable. To the extent that when I would go to the washroom to take a shower, I would not be able to look at my lower half, because I would just be grossed out at my own body. And the reason I'm telling you this story is because I want you to understand that how so many of us have always depended on what other people make us feel, how deeply valued we are by them, how much we are approved by them, how much we are loved by them, how much we are wanted by them, how much they desire us. And we let that determine thoughts we have about ourselves. We let that determine how worthy we are, how powerful we are, how desirous we are, how valuable we are, how skilled we are, right? And I did that for a very, very long period of my life. A very long period of my life. I think over 30 years I did that. And to deprogram it, it took me a lot. It took me a lot of energy. It took a lot of life force. It took a lot of commitment by my parents to help me. Thanks to them. It took a lot of money, a lot of investment of my time, my energy to deprogram myself. To understand this one simple thing, that if I let others' thoughts determine who I am and what I feel and what I believe, right? Then I don't have a self-concept. If you let others determine how you feel, what you believe, and what you think about yourself, then you don't have a self-concept. You have their concept of you. You have others' concept of you. You don't have a self-concept. I don't have a concept of myself. I have others' concept of me. Right? Because I believe in what they think and what they feel and what they say and how they criticize and what they want me to do and not want me to do. Right? So one of the fundamental things is that when we allow other people's thought to determine who we are and what we feel and what we believe about ourselves, not only do we not have a self-concept, but we don't have a model of our own. Our thoughts don't determine our feelings don't determine our actions, and our actions don't determine our results. Right? And as a result, what happens is we always have a borrowed model. Other people's thought determine our feelings. Other people's feelings determine our action. Other people's actions determine our results. So we have other models around us, right? So this realization came to me after like years of working on myself, doing the inner work, working on the self-concept. But then there was a moment, I particularly remember there was a moment, and stay there for the moment that I want to speak about. I discovered a book, it's a book by Byron Katie, and the book's name is I Need Your Love. Is that true? The name of the book is I Need Your Love. Is that true? I want to pull back some notes from the book. Wait, let me give that to you. So Byron Katie basically has this book called I Need Your Love. Is that true? And she says in that book, in the excerpt from the book, I'm reading the excerpt, okay? She says, if I had a prayer, it would be this: God, spare me from the desire for love, approval, or appreciation. Amen. And then she says, we believe we need love, approval, appreciation from parents, from partners, from friends, from children, even strangers. But is that true? What happens when you believe you need it and don't get it? What happens when you believe you need it but don't get it? Then you try to be good. You try to be special. You become what you think they want, and then you lose yourself. Basically, you lose your own concept of yourself. You don't have a self-concept, right? I cannot tell you the amount of time and money that has gone into investing in this one single thing, self-concept. Like the person that I am today and the person, imagine 2009, broken and ruptured and injured, not wanting to live anymore. Sometimes I just feel that these are two different people in two different lifetimes. It's not even like this lifetime. It's not even Gaurav's lifetime. That was another Gaurav from a different lifetime, and this is another Gaurav, right? And like I sort of realized my deep value when one of my coaches said that whenever there are like two people in the room, I'm literally reading out, whenever there are two people in a room, someone is determining the energy of that room. Whenever there are two people in a room, someone is determining the energy of the room. And that was like a light bulb moment. Because I am the one who gets to determine the energy of the room. And I want you also to imagine, right? Because most of you are taught to, let's say, mirror energy, or to adapt, or to be likable, or not to take up too much of space. But imagine for a moment, close your eyes and imagine you walking into a room, a live, a Zoom, a DM, right? And people feel your energy. You determine how they're going to feel. You influence their perception of you. You are so powerful and you're so magnetic that you determine what people are going to feel. That is exactly where I am today, right? It's not the algorithm, it's not the client, and it's definitely not the post. It's me. I determine the energy of the room, which is why I always say that content does not create clients. I create by my energy, because I have a self-concept that is unbeatable as of today, thanks to God and to my parents, right? So I prepared for you guys a rampage on self-concept, on being magnetic. And as I read this rampage, I want you to close your eyes, okay? As I read this rampage, I want you to close your eyes. I'm giving you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this rampage is called the magnetic one. Magnetic one. As you close your eyes, believe you are the one who shifts the energy when you walk in. You are the one who enters the room and people look twice. Not because of your clothes, but because of your clarity. You don't chase, you don't shrink, you don't sell your soul for approval. You lead with your presence. You magnetize your nervous system. You command trust without asking for it. Because the truth is, people buy from groundedness. People follow certainty. People trust embodiment. And embodiment is not about perfection. It's about knowing who the fuck you are. You are no longer the woman waiting to be discovered. You are the woman they remember. You are not a content creator, you are a field of energy. You are a signal of worth. This is Mohini identity, not the seductress or the myth, but the modern leader who walks with energetic precision, who builds trust just by being herself, who is powerful because she is unshakably self-sourced. You want people to throw money at you, to follow you, to say there's just something about her? It's not your niche, it's your frequency. People want to throw money at you. They want to follow you. There's just something magnetic about you. Right? Feel the magnetism. Feel the activation. Right? This is the energy. This is the energy that I am bringing in my newest offer. My newest offer is called Mohini, the power of being magnetic in your business, right? Because this is the space where you become the most magnetic version of yourself. And it's not through hype, but through deep identity work, the kind of identity work that I went through, right? That is what I'm going to offer you, to gift you inside Mohini, where you will stop second guessing and you will really start owning your energy. Like all the results that you will create, trust me, the kind of money that I've created, the kind of business that I've created, the number of clients that I have, 85% of that creation is a result of my self-concept, is a result of the beliefs that I'm magnetic. People are addicted to my energy. They just want to be in my presence. No matter what price I keep for my programs, people just want to buy from me. These are not just simple words. Like to your ears, it may feel like words, but for me, these are not words. These are like deep-seated beliefs inside my DNA, inside my genes, right? And I'm going to bring that energy. So Mohini is not just me teaching you, coaching you, or like giving you some gyan or information. No, it's not that. It's a huge transmission. It's a broadcasting that you will experience. Like in this live, even if this live has happened for like 30 minutes, you can already feel the shift. You can feel the buzz going on right inside of your body. You will be able to feel that for one whole month. Whole month, you will feel that buzz going on in your body, in your brain, in your genes. That's what I'm going to do in Mohini. It's going to start from 2nd of August, right? And now the news, now the most important news, okay? So in order to sign up for Mohini or buy Mohini, you have to DM me Mohini. Don't comment, just DM. DM means you inbox me. You go to my message box, right? My message box, my message on Instagram, and just write Mohini in the DM, in the direct message, right? And then you will get the link to Mohini. Now here is the most important part. This is the most important part. I have a personal tapping sequence where I have infused that entire tapping sequence. You know tapping, right? EFT tapping. I've infused an entire tapping sequence with Mohini Vidya, with the energy of magnetism, right? Invoking the goddesses, invoking the Mohini energy. I've done the entire EFT tapping, invoking and infusing it. And I've never publicly shared it because that's personal. But then I was guided to now finally bring it out to people, right? To take it out to people and give them the information, give them the knowledge, give them the transmission. If you buy my program Mohini in the next 48 hours, currently it's 12:30, right? So tomorrow 12:30 and day after tomorrow 12:30. If you buy Mohini for the next 48 hours, you not only of course get Mohini because you bought it, but you will get that entire Mohini self-concept activation EFT video. It's a whole 12-minute highly activating video. I'm going to give that to you for free if you buy Mohini in the next 48 hours, right? That's what we are going to do in Mohini. We are going to invoke and bring out your wildest, your rawest, your most energetic, your most magnetic self. It's going to start from 2nd of August and it's going to be for 1 whole month. And the early bird price of the program is 25,000, right? It's going to go up because it's a very high energy program. It's going to go up. And you get to buy it by DMing me, by inboxing me, Mohini, Mohini. Just inbox me. And not only will I be personally activating, transmitting, broadcasting, and coaching you through these 4 powerful calls, but also at the same point of time, you will have an intimate Facebook group with me. This is the kind of program that I have never ever done. I've of course done business programs and programs around selling and programs around marketing and certifications, and of course there is ATEPs. But Mohini is a completely different form of program, which is a lot about self-concept and energetic transmission and broadcasting and feeling this huge magnetism around you and inside of you, right? Oh, Pallavi says that I have made the purchase. Super happy. Thank you, Pallavi. You will soon get your EFT. So what you need to do is when you make the purchase, you take a screenshot of the purchase and you just inbox me, right? Or you can just text me that, hey, I have bought it. Please send me the EFT tapping, right? So that's what you have to do. Once you make the purchase, once you buy Mohini, just take a screenshot of your payment or send us a message, right, in my DM, in my inbox that you have bought it. And I will personally send you the video of the self-concept activation Mohini tapping, right? Do that in the next 48 hours. DM me and I will send you the EFT tapping, which is around self-concept Mohini activation, right? So I'm very, very excited for this program because I am bringing, I'm bringing the pain from 2009, right? From where I was at 2009 to 2025, 16 years of going through criticism, insults, mockery, self-degradation, depreciation, to being my most powerful self, to being the kind of person who has not just created this business, but has created so many people around me who are running their own business, retiring their spouses, who are doing what they always dreamt of, who are coaches, who have businesses of their own. They're running these businesses from their houses, from their rooms, and making money. How much more vibrationally powerful one has to get? Like, you get to choose what you want to do, right? And you're running your business from your room and you're making money, right? It just means that vibrationally you are different from the rest of the people who are going out and doing what they're doing. I'm not saying that those are lesser, those are less. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you have to be a class apart. You are powerful. You are magnetic. You have a vibrational component to your being that creates this reality around you, right? And money is such an important part of that reality. And in Mohini, when we tap into the activation of that self-concept of your magnetism and the kind of broadcasting that you will do just by existing, just by your presence, it will be of another level. People will feel it. You will influence how others think, feel, notice. Like you will walk into a room and they will know that you are there. That is the kind of effect I am looking for to creating inside Mohini for all my clients and all my students, right? So just go ahead and DM me, inbox me in my message inbox, Mohini, Mohini. And if you buy it in the next 48 hours, right, till day after tomorrow, 12:30 p.m., you will get my special self-curated EFT tapping sequence, which is on self-activation, self-concept activation, and Mohini tapping. It's infused with Mohini Vidya. So once you buy the program, Mohini, just take a screenshot of your payment and inbox it to me. Or you can just say, I have bought it. If you don't have the screenshot, just say, I have bought it. We will check our records that you have bought it and we will send it to you. We'll send you the EFT video, right? Make sure you text me, you message me. If you don't message me, you may not get it, right? Because then I might not know, my team might not know. So for my team to know, you have to message me that you have bought it. We'll celebrate you and we will send you the tapping sequence, right? I'm going to save this live. Don't worry. I'm going to save this live. This live is going to be pinned to my Instagram, right? And once you come to my Instagram, the first thing that you will see is this live. Okay? Okay, guys. I love you all. See you then. See you inside Mohini. Bye-bye. Send me the screenshot. Yes.